Welcome to the quick hitter edition of the Pure Hoops podcast. BJ and I dive deep into round one of the playoffs, featuring the continued emergence of Mr. Jayson Tatum with the Boston Celtics. Enjoy. You're the one that threw the Jayson Tatum MVP item out there. You're the guy that put your name to it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to start there today with what you're seeing from him against Philly, and specifically in game two, because they tried doing so many different things defensively to slow down the Celtics, and Philadelphia couldn't do anything to slow down your man, Jayson Tatum.
Right. Well, the way the game is played now, it's a game where it's two things happening at the elite level. Right? When I say the elite level, the guys who are playing and scoring at a pace 25 points and above. So what do, right? We're not playing what we would consider in yesteryear, where you would play team basketball. Team basketball in the sense that you would come down, you run a play, you would have team concepts pinned down, so forth and so on. What you're seeing now is two things happening. Isolation basketball, which he is terrific at, and you play screen roll basketball, which he is one of the best because he can take advantage of mismatched basketball. Okay, now does that sound the same as James Harden? Does that sound the same as Damian Lillard, TJ Warren, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell?
The formula. Yep.
It's the formula. It's the way the game is played. Okay, with his size at 6'8", 6'9", he has already figured out how to play winning basketball because they have a good enough team, in particular in the East. And he's going to win a minimum, I'm just guessing, who knows, of 50-plus games. So when you add up 25 points at the minimum from here, he's going to score 25 a night. He can just do that probably in his sleep. He's going to score 25. He's going to get 50, 55 wins. He's going to be in the Eastern Conference. It'll probably be one or two, depending on what have you. His name will be in the race next year. And if he has one of those, if he puts together a 2 or 3 month span like he did prior to this break, he will be at the front of the list. He's beginning now to pick up, as we speak, where he left off prior to the break. That's just what I see. You see his confidence developing over getting what you see his confidence, he's beginning to do this over and over again. And then the one thing that he's doing, which I saw him in the summer, last summer? Yeah, I think when they played in the USA
Team
basketball.
USA. Yep, a year ago. Yep.
He's beginning to understand team defense and the concept of defense. He had a key block, I think, in game 1 or game 2, whatever. And you're starting to see him really take on the leadership, because once you see a player averaging 25 plus and he contributes to winning, and then suddenly he begins to assert himself on the defensive end, you have the makings of a special player. That's what you see. Now, why did I say that? It's because he's displaying it. This isn't a formula. I don't even think I'm making a projection. Is what I'm saying is
it's what you see. It's your eye test.
Yeah. It's not even he's just making progress. Like if you get a guy right now and say he's averaging over 25 a night, you're winning 50 to 55 plus games, and he's given an effort on the defensive end. That's a very special player. Everybody in the league would take that. So, I see him. He's at that age where he has the energy to do it. And if he's going to take the next step, provided Giannis stays in the Eastern Conference, he's going to have to play the game at that level, because Giannis could be, by season's end, 2-time MVP. And everyone is trying to reach that level. So, I like Jayson Tatum. I like what he's doing. And I see what I've seen is when you see people take little steps in their game, then that's when you got something. And you're seeing him right now take a huge step in his game, not on the offensive end, but defensively is where I've been most impressed with him, because he's given an effort. If there's one part of his game I thought he could really improve, is there. And I love the fact when I see young players in particular open themselves to be coached. And it's not criticism. It's just, that's part of it. If he's going to be that player, he's going to have to be a better defensive player. And he's done it. He's shown it. And he's given the effort to do it.
What Brown, Tatum, and Smart present defensively makes this team a lot of fun to watch, aside from the obvious offensive flow when they've got it going. And one thing about Tatum that also impresses me, to build on everything you said, is that when it's time for Kemba Walker to cook, when it's time for Jaylen Brown to get his, Tatum is setting them up the best he can. He's emotionally encouraging them. He is not about his shots first. He's not about his touches first. He's about winning. Hope you enjoyed that part of the conversation on the NBA playoffs, the Celtics and Jayson Tatum. Be sure to check out the full episode wherever you get your podcasts or on purehoopsmedia.com. Follow, rate, subscribe, share. Stay pure.